Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Rise of the Republic in our Camillus series. We are on episode 20 of Camillus, but I have a special announcement to make, a bit of an unusual step with the schedule that I take every now and then when I just need a little bit more time to prepare the next series. I am actually going to go a full 20 episodes further. So psych, everything I was saying about my normal 20 episode break, especially those of you that are new to the channel watching the Camillus series. I normally do stop at 20 and let another series have its day for a bit and then come back, especially for long campaigns like this. It's good to take breaks. But in this case, I am actually going to let Camillus go all the way through to 40 because the Civ series that I've been preparing for a while, I'm just not quite there yet. And frankly, I don't need 20 days to get it ready, but I'd rather give myself the flex time given the craziness with the schedule lately. Those of you that have been following the saga with that and have seen the irregularities can probably understand to a certain extent. So we are going to let Camillus continue through episode 40. And on that note, I just want to point out as we begin this episode how much trouble the companions of Heracles are in. This is the Neapolitan, the Neapolis. It's the army from Indiana. No, it's the Neapolis army that has that tried to sneak its way into my territory towards some of the more well-developed cities, and I had a hidden army nearby that just chased them down, led by the faction leader, no less. And they are now in trouble because not only did they lose this battle, they got ambushed, but now they have an army on the road between them and their exit, which just amuses me to no end. So let's now take a moment to look around the map at our other armies and see where other units may need to go. All right, so that army is already pretty much as far as they need to be. Hang on, can I move them a little farther down the road though? Yes, I can.
Quick march.
Perfect. We are taking some territory from Taurus kind of as we speak. And then you can probably, you're already deployed, so if I moved you, I wouldn't be able to redeploy you. There's also that spy. I'm kind of annoyed at the presence of that spy. I could use my diplomat potentially to, oh wait, no I can't, I don't have any money. Never mind. Never mind. I do have this spy though, which I was just given, completely forgot about you. What is your deal, Portia? You're a courier. Okay, so this is essentially going to be a scout. 10% campaign map movement range, +1 agents, armies, or settlements revealed after a successful reconnoitre. Is it reconnoitre? Is that how you'd pronounce that? Help me out, guys. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see. Wise woman, leopard disguise, or witch. I think leopard disguise, 10% chance of critical success in all actions would be excellent for our very first spy. And of course we have this brand new champion we'll be sending somewhere soon as well. Nothing really I can do here. We don't have a lot of variety yet in the kind of naval units we can recruit. We can potentially, though, build a second navy, which I was talking about, I believe, at the end of the last episode. So let's see. I had some jokes in the comments about, constantly sending this particular lady out to be our diplomat, despite the fact that she's failed multiple times. And the reason I do that is she's the only one that's expendable. The other wives, I don't want to lose any of my male characters at the moment. The other wives are all, well, with the exception of maybe Salonia Cornuta now that she is, now that she's come of age. But she's the first, daughter of the original, Furius siblings that has come of age during the campaign. So I don't even know that I want to let her die. But she already has an aged retainer we've given her. And she, of course, all Roman women have the family duty trait because they can't lead armies. But so, I mean, that's the reason that I constantly send that diplomat out, even though she's failed repeatedly. She is not on a mission at present, and I don't believe, let's take a quick look, see if we can embezzle. No, we can't. We have a 6% risk of civil war. Okay, let's end the turn. Moving into the, out of the summer and into the fall of 381 BC. Some agent actions from the Spartans here. Spartan offshoots known as Terrace. Interesting. So we've had some slums develop in Terventum as a result of ruin or neglect. Yeah, definitely neglect. Military disruption in Iola. Okay. You've completed a technological advancement giving you an advantage over your rivals. Rebellion imminent in Campania. Yeah, I'm not surprised. And also in Samnium. And we've had the Sicilians invade, looks like down in Sicily. So that's not really an invasion we have to worry about. But I do have to worry about some other things here, mainly this army still marching through my territory. Yeah, we're going to have a rebellion here. There's nothing we can do about it. Let me get rid of the slums to help with that to a certain extent, and I can go ahead and replace this with a ring, which will help.
We'll soon have the enemy on the run. This order is not sensible.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring
Soon have the enemy on the
Marcus Furius here to Corfinium, because not only can he better protect, I mean, this region, hang on, can I embezzle? Please don't. Yes, I can. Good. And we're at a 10% risk of civil war, so this actually won't be good for party loyalty, but the main reason I want to do that, yeah, now we're at a 19% risk. Let's go ahead and secure the loyalty of that party. Now we're only at a 4% risk. Now please tell me I can still do this. Dang it! That cost a lot to secure their loyalty. That actually probably wasn't worth it in the end to do it that way. I wasn't aware it was going to be that expensive. Does it tell you how much it's going to cost you? Yeah, it does. I could have looked. I never look at that number in the corner. I could have looked. That goes to show you how often I look at it. I didn't know it was there. Okay, so we can expand Latium, or Antium in Latium, and that's probably a good idea. So we have this castrum in Fregellae, and that's going to stay there. We could do a practice field, or we can do suburbia, given that this is such a prominent city. I mean, we could add some industry and some additional wealth generation. Now, we do have a lot of food surplus at the moment. It was pointed out recently that we can probably start converting some of our food generation territories into non-food generation territories, and I'm fully aware of that. We are probably not going to do that just yet, but I'm fully aware that that's something that I'm going to need to do as we move outward. One of the things I'm also going to do, and I mentioned this, is as we expand outward, I'm going to take some of my inward recruiting grounds and convert them as well to help those areas. Eventually, even Veii will be less focused on recruiting. Right now, Roma and Veii both have are both set up for recruitment. That will not be permanent. All right, so this spy, we need to send her to do things. Let's see if we can send her after some of these agents up here. That's probably the best idea. And then this champion, I can't remember what I was going to do with you. I just need to give you to the best army, probably.
Awaiting orders. The Roman army is a force to be reckoned.
I really wish that this screen would show you the level of the army. It only shows you the level of the general. See, this is was this a level 4 army? No, level 3 army. No, 4, because the armies don't start with any traditions.
We'll soon have the enemy. Give us our course.
So let's see. You need to look at individual. This is a level 5 army, and they do have a champion? No, they don't. So Marcus Furius Camillus, you could stand to have a champion back. I think that was one option I was considering. Or maybe it's a less experienced army that I need to support. Like Decimus Furius Gracchus. That could be a good idea. Legio 5 Etrusca. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. It's probably the best thing to do. So let's send this champion all the way the hell over there. It's going to be a while. Now, one thing I could do if I wanted to get their attention, well, hang on, actually. I've sent you to the wrong army. You need to go all the way over here.
Our loyalty is yours.
All right, so we can use this army to attack Herdonia right now. The issue is we need this public order control in Samnium for the time being. These guys, however, we can go ahead and take Hadria. Hadria is not in any province that belongs to us. And this will open us up to attacks from Illyrian pirates. But it's worth the risk. Oh, really? How's that? They must have an army hidden nearby. They do. The Medusa Head Wielders. So I have just given away my position. What we're going to have to do is a full withdrawal, because they have an army in the area that I was not aware of. So, oh man, I can't actually fully withdraw. Crap. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to back off as much as possible. I was not expecting that. I didn't think they would have an army all the way up at Hadria. That's a bit of a surprise, so we're going to have to kill them quite soon. I want to keep you right there, because you're helping with that city.
How can I serve Rome? Ready. The ships are ready. Rome is the coming force.
All right, not a lot else that I can do this turn. We did finish our... What were we looking at? Yes, we have 2 technologies finished here, so our cavalry are now better. It's now finally time to go with Taming Etruria. We'll get a 12% melee attack skill bonus against all units that are Etruscan, and a 10% melee defense skill when we're fighting against Etruscan units. Also, let's take a quick look at our military objectives. The Annals of Rome, we have to control 7 provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states. And we have to maintain trade relations with 4 factions. We currently only have 1. I might need to look into that. Maintain a total of 6 units of the following type. We only have 1, so we need to have 6 centuriae. And then our military victory will mean controlling Corsica, Senonia, Liguria, Bruttium, and Etruria. So in order to win a military victory, we only need to control parts of Italy. But let me take a moment now before I end this turn, and we're going to go into diplomacy and see if there's anyone else that we can treat with.
I welcome you on behalf of the people, and give ear to your words.
Yeah, see, if I were to... That would not be an extremely valuable trade treaty. But it might help the Frentani survive.
Greetings to you.
Let's go ahead and do it.
We are honest men, and will be your...
As a way of interfering with Terrace hegemony. Okay. Ending the turn and moving into the winter of a new year, I believe. Okay, that army could make a move now. We couldn't see them on the map, but we knew they were nearby. The settlement of Hadria. Or this could just be agent actions here, we'll see. Agent actions followed by army attacks? That could happen too. Oh, no, okay. Neapolis proposes a peace treaty? That's hilarious! No. No, guys, you don't get that. Alright, so they're trying to take Capua back, which is not particularly surprising. They're only attacking with a relatively small... Interesting. There is a decent chance I could defend against this. Or at the very least, really make them pay for doing this. I only have the garrison army of Capua, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the purpose of just wearing down their army as much as possible, because I don't trust the auto-resolve AI to do it for me. So I'm going to set this up, and we'll run this battle on relatively quick speed. I want to have it done well before the end of the episode. That's 381 BC now. I think we're in 381, though, so we're in... I guess winter hasn't technically started yet. I think winter is the first season of every year in Total War, at least in Rome too, so when the next turn does start, it will be 380. Okay, so the main attacking force is coming from this direction, and then reinforcements are going to come in from elsewhere. I can't tell where yet, but we'll know soon enough. So, let's see. We need our Centuriae positioned thusly.
Ready for orders. Orders understood.
Alright, I'm just making sure these guys are as wide as possible.
Stand together.
All you have to do is control up and down. That's all it takes. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, and then the question is, do I want the leves... I think I might want to have the leves hang out back here to where they can stand... Which, I mean, they're probably going to attack one of these. So I want to have troops in position, possibly to flank the attacking units. Let's see how this goes.
Melee infantry at your command.
No. Just one. Just the one.
Melee infantry ready.
At your service, Commander.
Same here. Let's have you in position just to kind of move where you're needed. And then the slingers, I will have do something very similar as well. Well, actually, no. The slingers, since they have more ammo, we're going to put them in a position behind each defending force.
Swords, your orders. Ready. Your orders.
And that's it. Let's see what they do.
Look to your brothers in arms, men. They are your true shield. Stand firm and hold the line. And the enemy...
Cavalry is already charging in. From where, though? Okay, from the side. Okay, it would appear they're going for this area, so we want to go ahead and position our leves accordingly. Let's position the slingers to be slightly farther back. Ooh, interesting. When I move them forward... Okay. That's what it is. The range cavalry just can't quite make up their mind on where they want to go. Okay. We don't seem to be having a lot of effect with our ranged units at present against that force, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to let the spearman wall that they just charged into take care of that. My units over here are holding their own against this ranged cavalry unit, and they are wasting their ammunition, so by all means, continue to do that. Meanwhile, this very heavy melee cavalry unit is losing quickly. Reinforcements coming in rapidly from the opposite direction, so we need to finish this contingency off. Let's go ahead and bring the general's unit up this direction so he can come around the back and then be behind the units as they start fighting in this direction. Oh, interesting. They noticed the general's movement and are now moving to correct. So let's go ahead and chase down these guys a little bit. We're going to put some pressure on them. Alright, this unit is definitely losing.
Orders. Understood. Your orders. Slingers. Levies. By your command. Swords. Cut for glory. Orders. Double time. Forward. Missiles ready and waiting. Ready.
Our general is under attack.
I know.
Your service. Melee infantry at your command. Engage!
Oh, you guys got here quickly. Alright, well, they charged their cavalry and that wasn't expected. I forgot that this was mainly a cavalry army, so... Main objective here is not necessarily to win the battle, it's just to do as much damage to these guys as we can, so... That's what we're gonna do.
The men are wavering.
Of course they are, they just got charged by a bunch of cavalry. What did you expect?
Now! Slingers!
We need to get these units back to the fray. So that strategy didn't really work. These guys just kind of ran off.
Advance at speed! Missile infantry!
Thankfully, these projectiles are not that strong, so even though they're getting hit from behind, the general's unit's not really being that badly affected.
Swords! Spearmen at the ready! Commander!
Yeah, they've probably got me. As cavalry arrived a lot sooner than expected, I kind of expected this battle to end a little bit more quickly. Let's see if we can get our units kind of unified. The general will inspire these guys slightly, hopefully. Also, what's kind of surprising is that Antilochus survived. I thought that sandwiching him with these Roman swordsmen would spell the end of that battle a little bit quicker, but due to morale, I'm sure that didn't quite work out.
Attack the forward!
Ready for orders. Light hoplites!
Engage!
Orders.
He's still losing, oddly enough.
We are losing ground.
Thank you, Battlefield Advisor. That's very helpful information.
Spear infantry ready.
All right, good.
Advance!
Are you going to charge your cavalry in? Surprise, we're going to meet them with our spearmen.
At your service. Spearmen, ready for orders. Melee troops. Engage! Your orders.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Spear infantry ready. Jupiter gives us strength. For glory!
Interesting, we're actually starting to gain morale against these cavalry units. And they're like, oh crap, send more cavalry in.
Field of battle.
This isn't working.
This is a shameful display.
It'll work in a second. You guys vastly have more numbers than me. I really wished if we'd had some cavalry units to start the battle out, we would have been fine breaking up those skirmishers.
Light hoplites! Commander, as you command. Ready and waiting.
Yeah, see, it's spearman units that are still surviving, so of course they are dominating. We could turn on...
Hoplites! Hoplites! Your orders. Ready and waiting.
the phalanx position as a way to really step this up.
Yours to command.
Yep. This is not going well for them. I mean, they've got missile superiority like nobody's business. And once we leave this little alley that we're in here, we're pretty much screwed. You know what I could technically do, though? I could have my swordsman here chase off the units in the back. Then again, they could waste their ammo pretty soon. They might be out of ammunition before long. I'm surprised I'm holding my own at this point. I'm really shocked. They're sending in more units against this front.
Hoplites!
I'm just going to keep them exactly where they are,
Your command.
because so far what they're throwing at me is not working and they're just wasting ammunition. Let's go to speed 2. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're just whittling my forces down from a distance, which is exactly what I would have done in this position. Alright, so let's see what we did. We killed 301. The main thing is we managed to damage the cavalry that was attacking. Battle lasted a little bit longer than I wanted it to. It was just a garrison army, so I'll take it. And we will lose that city very temporarily. There were public order problems in that settlement anyway, so... yeah, that cavalry's been worn down even more. Is that a Samnite army? Yes, it is. Alright, so an enemy champion has assaulted the soldiers guarding your settlement, causing casualties and weakening the garrison. Alright, so we do have some rebels that have popped up here in Corfinium. I think I'm probably going to leave... okay, yeah. These guys came back in and took Isernia. So there's a couple of different options that I have here. I could kill the Peligny rebels. I think the best option might be to go ahead and kill the rebels. Also, I definitely need to build something here. Let's see. I could do a Field of Mars in Tervinium. or Terventum, which is here.
We live to serve.
Ooh, yeah, I also have... I didn't think about that. If I were to take this army and move them here and put them in like an ambush stance...
My forces are yours to
that might tempt them to come that direction. Unfortunately, they won't be able to reinforce Terventum if Terventum is attacked. Let's see what else we can do. Now, this army, surprisingly, did not get attacked, so we're going to move them just back to Alba Fucins. Very surprising they didn't get attacked.
On the move. My journey is complete.
Yeah, we're going to leave Marcus Furius just there, and Isernia we're going to have to take back at a later point. This army, though, I can do a couple of things with this army. Tell you what, let's go ahead and hit... These guys aren't a threat to me at the moment.
hunt them down like the dogs they are.
Release the captives for the wealth gain, and I can still attack Capua. Awesome. Do it. Alright, so we're going to take this city back rather effectively. We're not going to loot it, we're just going to occupy it. I don't want to create too terrible of a public order situation there.
The navy is seaworthy. What do you wish?
I've been mentioning doing a second navy. I think it's time for that. Can't convert these yet, so we really don't have a lot in the way of navy construction buildings. But I'm going to send this army, or this fleet, over to Antium, and that'll hopefully help with public order. Not a lot. But we are going to raise the forces. Let's see. Yes, Lucius Furius Camillus is going to be our admiral in Sisera. There you are.
The fleet sails on your... Bring the ships into dock. We need more ships.
Whoa, no. That was an accidental right click. Alright, we're just going to train as many units for this fleet as we can per turn, and no more. Alright, this general's leveled up. Let's see. More battle captives, which means more money. Second wind group would be a very handy ability to have, but then again, making him more powerful as a general. I don't know, second wind group, I'm going to go for that.
Awaiting orders.
Just the higher cunning.
Every man here. I will do anything. Navy reporting.
Alright, now as I recall, we had a spy somewhere.
To serve
How
Rome.
may I serve you?
Let's see if she can successfully misdirect. Failed to hinder. Okay.
We are the men of Rome.
Well, she's an early spy. That's fairly normal.
Yours. We give us our course. Your fleet awaits
Okay,
orders.
let's... I think I'm pretty much done with this turn and this episode. Let's take a moment to make sure that there's nothing else I can do elsewhere. Yeah. Rete and Curis, I can probably still keep these non-Roman farms in place because they're level 2 and they don't have public order penalties, which is huge. But as soon as I can do level 3 farms, we're going to need to change that. Now, a lot of growth is still required here, so latrines are probably a good idea. And Alba Fucins, and then Terventum. Oh yeah, that's right. Even before I do that, we need to get this problem fixed in Terventum. I don't know. I guess maybe a Field of Mars, and then we can convert this into a practice castrum and make units that are recruited in that province even better.
Send the ships out. Rome rules on land. We serve without... Every man here will do his duty.
We'll soon have the enemy on the run.
Hopefully so.
What do you wish?
He said we'll soon have the enemy on the run. So I said hopefully so. All right, we've got 4 turns until we finish our Etruscan military bonus, and then we'll get extra experience for all of our recruits, and we'll move back into some civics research. But for now, I'm going to stop this episode here. In the next one, because again, we are going forward into Camillus for 20 more episodes, we are going to maybe be able to take back Isernia. There's this army to really be concerned about, and Marcus Furius Camillus will have his work cut out for him if they decide to attack him while he doesn't have reinforcements. But our income is climbing rapidly. As a matter of fact, our ability to train... Yeah, right now we actually have more agents because we've lost territory. Our Imperium level went down. We have more agents than we can afford. So I wonder if that actually is causing any problems. I don't know. But as soon as we take that back, as soon as that army especially is gone, we should be able to relatively easily take the territories of Hadria. It looks like the Frentani were defeated. Nope, they still control Histonium. So that is currently working in our favor. And remind me, did we position these guys here just now? Yes, we did. This turn. Couldn't remember if it was this turn or last turn. So we'll see if they make a move against Terventum as well, which could be an interesting kind of just tactical ploy. And we may even be able to take Neapolis next episode as well, which will be a huge bonus because that is a coastal capital city, which also gives us the ability to take Poseidonia. And also Pithecusae, again, will probably be the territory of our new admiral, or our old admiral, potentially, this one here. Classis 1 Marcia could take control of that territory, and we would eliminate Neapolis as a faction. They're already begging for peace, so it's a good position to be in if we're trying to go ahead and take them off the map. Lots to do, and not enough time to do it, apparently. Since this episode's going to upload, like, what, an hour late, roughly? We'll see. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, most of the time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.